Hello everybody, welcome to episode 1 of the Digimon RE 20th series, which is just what I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it the RE 20th because I did a Brick 20th series before the fact, and just not a fan of that whole series. It's an old one, and it's like when I first started this channel, and it doesn't follow like my current format and stuff like that. Don't watch that old series. So the whole point of this whole fun little series here is that we'll be doing the Pendulum 20th, and then at some point we'll be swapping over to the Brick 20th devices. But first off, we're starting with the original, the wonderful Pendulum 20ths, and I'm only starting off with these guys because they're just such a great starting device, and it's just a fun revisit for me because I have not touched these devices in a really long time. And this is how I actually originally started the whole hobby of virtual bets for me. So let's start off with the two devices here. So first off, we're gonna look at the one I got originally, the Silver Black. Blah. So these are based off the original version 1 devices, which is really interesting, really cool. I do not have a version 1 box on me, but I will compare to a version 1 blue that I do have near me. And I originally got this off Amazon for like super cheap at the time, which is funny because nowadays these things cost a lot more than what they did originally. Then we take one CR2032, talks about the wonderful Shield Digimon, which is pretty cool. And that is probably the last one we'll be running on this device before we do our whole little fun swap or whatever. Just because we need the Sword Digimon, and to get the Sword one, you need to own the previous 20th device. Or own the sequel 20th device that they made for the Pendulum. I do not have that, so we'll be using a brick to get the whole Jogress evolution from that. But here we go, got all of our fun stuff here. Pretty cool thing. I love how shiny this box is. Like, these boxes are really very pretty to me, and I just love all the details and everything to them. But yeah, these are pretty much just exact duplicates of the original 20th boxes, pretty much, except the differences are this one actually is pretty accurate to what the original was, which is the Nature Spirits Evolution box. The Silver Blue, on the other hand, is not that accurate with the device in the center here, because the original 20th version, or I mean not the 20th, not the original 20th version, but the original Pendulum, like 1998 version, had a blue and orange or blue and silver device, where it was silver borders and silver buttons and a blue whole body, or a blue body and orange and face and buttons right there. Very much one of the interesting little swaps and changes. It is weird that they did stick with the version 1 colors. I think I probably would have preferred more colors of the Pendulum 20th line, but they never did that. They pretty much only made like one more set of colors, which was based off the original, like, was it Beelzebubon and Guillaumon? So, weird little design aspect choices there. But let's take these guys out, because why not? I've not done this in a really long time, which is kind of weird to think about that. But there we go. Got a little blue background there, which is pretty cool. That can come out as well, but I'm not going to pull that out. Got our instruction manual here. We won't need it to show off the thing, because I'll be explaining it real soon. So first off, let's take out the wonderful 20th device here. And here it is. It's a really cool looking device. Has a nice little backdoor hatch there, and just very simply done. To compare to an original 20th device, which I do actually have to the side of me currently. It is very much a nice little interesting thing. Got our back switched out. There's probably more differences internally besides the 20th having a bigger roster and just like a bunch of like other little minute, like, easier changes or whatever to the devices themselves. You also have differences in the background. For example, that's a version 4 Nature Spirits background, and, well, this is a nice version 4 Nature Spirits background, and then you got the original Nature Spirits or whatever. Well, Wind Guardians, not the... Man, I'm really forgetting my Digimon facts. It is late at night. But, yeah, this is a Wind Guardians background here. So, very cool little interesting detail there, and how they kind of spiced them up a bit. As you see, the original one is a Nature Spirits, as you can tell, with the background, and just the roster of the device itself and everything. So the original, when they first came out, they came in silver blue and silver black for the Nature Spirits line. Don't know why they kept up with the two same colors again, but it is very interesting. Another fun little difference between the originals and the modern ones is how the whole pendulum function works. So in the original, it did actually use a proper pendulum. In the re-release, they use an accelerometer with a fake clicker in it, which is kind of interesting to me. But here's our blue one. Very cool looking. And now we'll be just popping out the battery here, because why not? I've not done this in a while. And we gotta hope that this isn't not going to do its whole corruption thing on me. So one little pain in the butt part of the Pendulum 20th is they can easily corrupt. Like, it is probably one of the worst parts about this device. So there's our Pendulum 20 there. And we're gonna do reset. And yeah, we're gonna do okay. The bottom means no good, by the way, if you're interested in what NG means. So we're gonna set our time here. And I do recommend resetting these devices every time you pretty much put a new battery in them, just because the saves do get corrupted very easily on this device. So I do recommend actually sitting down and doing a whole reset. So these devices do start off with one egg, which is very interesting. I do love that whole one egg approach though to them. We're going to screw this in real quickly. So there's our one little egg here. You can shake it to increase your evolution chances, but I'm not going to do that because these 20th devices are way easier and don't really rely on chance as a gimmick. So we'll just be putting that one to the side there. There's our fun little egg animation though. And we'll be grabbing out the other one real quickly. So the differences between the silver blue and silver black is that they both actually have different rosters on them, which is kind of interesting in a way, because if you compared them to the original like brick 20th devices, which only had like a few small differences between each of the versions, it is interesting that the pendulums were sort of separated. I think it was more just because of, well, I can't say it's because of like space size, because later on they found out that both of the eggs are inside these devices. So there's our fun little Digimon there. It is currently in Japanese. The L is to indicate that it's a left side Digimon. At some point we'll be able to have two Digimon on this device, which is really cool. So there is our first little fun thing right there. And we'll be doing shake, 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 shake. You do want some wide shakes on this? Yeah, I didn't do it that time. Okay, let's see if I can get it. You do want some really wide shakes though. Since the replacement is an accelerometer, it does mean you kind of get to deal with needing the whole wide shakes or whatever. And there you go. Lets us do it very easily. And I'm going to make sure to do a quick little check here on the library here. This will actually tell me if I have anything. No, okay, we're good. So this one's pretty good. This one didn't have any corruption issues. So we are on a good start with that one. Now let's look at the wonderful silver black here. Pretty much another same thing here. It is very weird to like hold this device because I've not done it in a while. This is how I originally started V-Pets, y'all. Like, it's really weird to think about that in ways. And where did I put the screwdriver at? Oh, it's right in front of the camera. Huh? But yeah, this is how I originally started my whole V-Pet journey. Because at the time, I was watching Kakujo and I was like, I want one! And that's pretty much it. Seriously, without Kakujo, I would not be here at this moment in time. I loved all those old V-Pet videos and stuff like that, and it is very interesting to watch them still. Another reason why I also do YouTube content of this stuff, because I hope other people sit down and watch these videos and are like, I want to play V-Pet. Don't know if I do a good job at that or not, but I will say I do love these original devices. Do reset. And yeah, okay. There we go. Yep, this was my first device. I got this back in 2018, when a little bit after they came out, because I did not know how to import from Japan at the time. So I pretty much just waited till they popped up on Amazon, and I bought this one for like $50 at the time, which I don't know if it was a good deal or not, especially when they first came out, but it's very interesting. So this one does have a different egg. So on this device, we start off with Nature Spirits. On the wonderful one over here, we start off with a, what was it? What's the name of the water one? Man, I always forget. Yeah, we start off with one of the water eggs, though, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to remember is it Water Guardians or Oh man, what was it? It has been way too long since I've done one of these proper. But we do start off with the wonderful like water egg on this device, which is kind of interesting. And once you unlock the third guy, it will do its whole thing with the secondary one. The secondary Digimon. So you get one half of the eggs on this side, and then the black one has the other half of the eggs. There is unlockable eggs in this, and we will get to explore those at some point. But for right now, we are basically at the nice, simple stage of the eggs here. Very cool. And we got Mochi, or not Mochimon, I think this is Puchimon currently, right? Or something like that. I kind of forget the names of these guys. Mochimon is the evolution, or Punimon. No, it's not Punimon. Man, I forget the name. Do some quick wide shakes on this one here. Like I said, since it is an accelerometer and not a pendulum inside there, it does actually track motion instead of distance. Well, instead of like clicks or whatever. So it is tracking for wide motion clicks, because accelerometers are built for walking, and they don't actually have a clicking sound to them. Accelerometers used in the Poke Walker, for example, and if anyone's ever had those, it does not make a clicking noise or anything like that. So it is kind of funny that they put a fake clicker in these things, I guess to give a more like distinct feeling and stuff like that. But yeah, you do want to do like wide motions with these things to actually get counts to happen. So let's start talking about all the functions of the device. So first off, we got our status screen here, which will explain which side of the Digimon it is, the stats of the Digimon, so we got the age and how much they weigh currently, got our hunger, got our strength, got our effort, which to gain effort, you do 4 trainings and it will make 1 effort happen. Currently, we're in Baby 1 stage, so we don't have to worry about that for right now. Our DP, we don't have any because this guy is too young to fight. And then we have our single battles, and we have team battles. And then we got our typing here, which is shows us if we're battle ready and Jawgrass ready. We are currently neither one of those because we just hatched out of the egg. But for right now, that's pretty much it for our status screen. For this little meat icon right here, you get meat and pill. Meat fills up the hunger, pill fills up strength. The training minigame there, which you've already seen before, is a nice little shaking minigame. Pretty cool little thing right there. Nothing really changes with that one too often. And of course, we got our fun little icon right here, which we can't do right now. We will learn about this wonderful icon once we hit the rookie stage. But as a current thing to say about it, it is the battles, because these devices can independently battle with themselves, which is a really cool aspect of them. And that is how you actually unlock some of the later eggs. We got our poop clean screen, which cleans off any poop on there, which, as you see there, can't do when there's no poop on the screen. We got a lights out icon, which if you actually turn off on this one, it will put them into a little pause screen. Only during waking hours, and you can sword cheese it for night hours as well, so we can look into that later. We got a little injury icon, which allows us to fix sicknesses and injuries, which can happen from battles or overeating or just random little occurrences. And we got our book icon here, which allows us to check like our Digimon through like a Pokedex manner, a Copymon, which allow us to do some weird little copy transitions from other devices. Basically Copymons allow us to either Jogress or mess around with other Digimon on there. They're pretty fun and they work pretty well for tag teams and stuff like that. Oh, he's gonna poop real quickly. And then below that, we got records, which tell us how much the whole sorry, trying to think of the words, but tells us how many battles we have from singles and tag teams. It just builds up over time with each Digimon generation. And then we got a wonderful password screen, which allows us to unlock fun little hidden Digimon through little codes, which at the time allowed us to get like more evolutions or just let us mess around with Digimon that corresponded with movies at the time, which was pretty awesome, I say, especially once you get to like XVmon and stuff like that, where you learn that this password function allows for an extra little Jogress stage, which is really cool to me. And then we move on to connections here, which we can probably not do currently. Yeah, see, it's gonna tell us no on that. But battle allows us to do 3 different battle styles, from what I remember. There's the 20th battle, the original pendulum system, and the original brick system. So you can do 3 types of battling, which is really cool to me. Got a copy function, which allows us to copy the Digimon and make a copy on themselves. We'll deal with that function a bit later on. And Jogressing, which allows us to Jogress from themselves or with other devices, which is really cool. Other 20th devices, like, well, you can't Jogress with a brick, but you can Jogress with another pendulum, which is pretty cool. And the last one right there is a call-out sign, which will happen when he needs something. It'll light up when they need something, which is really cool to me. Let's clean up their poop here. And as you see, the poop animation just slides on down. Pretty easy. And for right now, that's pretty much it with these little devices here. Nothing much going on yet. Currently waiting for a lot of the cool stuff to happen, which is pretty simple right now. Give them some food, clean up their poop, and then do a bit of training with them. So, do some wide shakes and stuff like that. Now, I'm hoping I could get the secondary evolutions on recording a bit later for the secondary episode, which I don't know if I will be able to or not, but hopefully I can. I can do little pauses for these guys currently in their little stages, and I will probably be doing that. It's like pause them a little bit and then show off the secondary stage and stuff like that. But for right now, they are doing really well, and we will not have much interaction with them currently because they're just little babies currently. We will not have the fun battle functions and stuff like that till the later stages. So once we hit Rookie, we'll be starting to deal with all the fun Digimon stuff. But that is pretty much it for right now. Thank y'all for watching, or what? I guess I should explain one thing. So if y'all do want to join me on this whole 20th run with your own 20th runs, just tag me on one of my social media platforms, and I will share your picture and give credit, do all the proper things for that, and just show off your picture on here. So, do we get to watch evolution happen? Yes, we do! And there we go! Got our first fun little Digimon there. If you know this one from the Adventure anime, it is the previous, it's like the evolution before Gomamon. So, very cool looking dude. I should probably get back to what I was trying to say before, but if you are trying to do the fun little, if you do want to be a part of this fun little series here, just tag me in, and we can tag me in a picture, and I'll throw you at the end of a video here, and we'll just like look through your pictures and comment and stuff on them, and I'll comment on them and stuff like that. So, if you just want to join in on this series, you can. I really would love to have a bunch of y'all join in, and I'd love to share other virtual pet people and stuff like that. Currently, we do not have this one for this first video here because I started this series a bit earlier than I originally planned to do. So, hopefully, people don't get too annoyed at me with that, but I did start the series a bit earlier. Originally, this was supposed to start on the November 1st, but as you know, my plans with the whole Tamagotchi Afterlife series didn't work out as well, so it'd be a bit understandable if people do not join for like a little bit of time, because that was my own mistake there. But if you do want to join in on this wonderful series and join in on all this fun, then you know how to do it. Tag me in one of the wonderful accounts down below, and I'll show off your picture on here and give proper credit. So, that's pretty much it for this little episode here. I'm trying to see if this guy will evolve before we leave, because the other one evolved during that time period. So I'm like, oh man, come on, do a little bit more for me. Show us that sweet, sweet Mochimon action. Should probably do a little thing for the other guy. So, let's look at those battle icons real quickly. There's little bubbles there. Got 3 super hits though, which is pretty bad. Doesn't mean a good successful training. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you only do a few shakes. Yeah, there we go. You do not want to do too many shakes on these guys, I've realized over the years. But yeah, there you go. Pretty much this little bubble animation's pretty cool, pretty cute, I say. And we'll look at the other one, because I probably should have looked at the animations when he was still in like the younger stage. But, let's look at this one. Let's look at this fun little animation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. Got more bubbles. Look at that fun little bubble action. Pretty fun there. And we still cannot fight in this little stage yet. As you see there, he's going to tell us no. So, gotta wait a little bit there. We gotta hit that rookie stage. And that's pretty much it for this guy for right now. And I don't know if this one is going to treat us well with evolution just yet. Because we probably started a bit too early. Oh, there we go. As I was just talking about him. And now this one will be evolving to Mochimon. So we're going to be excited about this one. So at this point, we're going to try raising up their effort stat and everything. And just get them on track with the next evolution. So in the next episode, we'll talk about effort and how it's really obtained in the normal sense, I probably should say. So be ready for that. But we'll be raising up their effort stats just to take them down the good path, because I feel like the nice start of the series will be taking them down the grand path, the positive path for them. So we'll be doing that for these fun little episodes right now. But that's it currently, so thank y'all for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye. Woohoo! And that's pretty much it. So, bye. Whee!